Sometimes it doesn't make any sense. It just happens to be, right? Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. Like, my wife hates the word nude. Yeah, N-U-D-E, nude, as in naked. She doesn't like saying it. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, I hate it. It makes my nose crinkle when I say it. I don't like saying it. My friend Mike hates the word ointment. I'm like, what? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't have any words like that I just hate for no reason. Weird words you hate. You just don't like them for whatever reason. Let me know. Open mic on the Rock 107 app. It's a free download for your iPhone or Android, and you can record a message, send it right to the Rock 107 studio, or chance it that I'll see the Rock line ringing and I'll answer 1-888-ROCK 107, 1-888-762-5107. Tell me what word you hate. Northeast PA's Classic Rock 107, talking about words you hate, words that just don't sound right to your ear, or they, like, my wife doesn't like the word nude. When I say why, she'll be like, well, my nose crinkles when I say it. I just don't like saying nude. My friend Mike hates the word ointment. What word do you hate? 1-888-ROCK 107, open mic on the Rock 107 app. Jim from Scranton, what word do you hate?
I got one. This one, I hear it all the time, and nobody thinks it's bad, but I hear positive, and I have flashbacks to so many alcohol blood level tests, flashing positive.
How about you? Get at me. Open mic on the Rock 107 app. You can send a message right from your iPhone or Android and not have to wait for me to answer the phone. Or, hey, get on the Rock lines at 1-888-ROCK 107, 1-888-762-5107, and tell me what word you hate.
Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
Today is National Pie Day. I know that has to do with the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter, but when I hear Pie Day, all I can think of is pizza. Taco Bell's in Oakland will close dining rooms due to crime. The locations now look so barren that the A's mistook them for a home game. An offer of nude videos of Sydney Sweeney is actually a scam to infect your computer with malware. So if you want to see Sydney Sweeney naked, you'll have to settle for watching everything she's ever done.
Making sure breaking news stays broken. Tune in tomorrow for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
It starts with 3.14.
It's a wonderful day for pie. You can ask all the birds in the sky, and they'll tell you real sweet with a musical tweet.
It's a wonderful day for pie.
We all sing with glee, 'cause we all agree it's a wonderful, wonderful day for pie.
Of course, we're really talking about the mathematical constant pi, or 3.14, 159, 168. I forget how it goes after that. But according to a new survey, 55% of us Americans are going to be celebrating Pie Day by eating an actual pizza or a pie or some other circular food. Really? You can't just do a pizza or a pie. You got to reach out. I'll have a pita instead. 16% of people are going to post about Pie Day on social media. 15%, and this to me, this is commitment, going through a 3.14-mile run. The survey also found 11% say they're math nerds and 2% have a pie tattoo. That's commitment, man. Yeah, if you want to celebrate, there are lots of eateries doing pie discounts, pizzas and places like that. So you could get yourself some type of circular food on Pie Day. Northeast PA's Classic Rock 107. Good morning, I'm Prospector. Time for another Prospector phone prank. I got an email. A woman named Amber said, my boyfriend and I were out bowling the other day with my friend Denise and her boyfriend, and Denise left the shoes on her feet, kind of forgot about them, and walked out of the bowling alley with them, and she's freaking out that she's going to get into trouble for it. So I want you to call her and pretend to be the bowling alley and that you're really upset about the shoes. Can you do that? So I told her, absolutely. We're calling Denise to tell her she's in some serious trouble with us for taking our bowling shoes.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, I'm calling for Denise.
Hi, this is Denise.
Hi, my name is Rick. I'm the manager over here at Lanes. You probably know why I'm calling.
Oh, yeah, I have your shoes. I'm so sorry.
That's right. You have our shoes.
I could come by tomorrow afternoon. Is that okay?
That's actually a problem. Once they touch regular ground, we can't take them back.
What do you mean?
So you're going to have, what happens is when you walk out of the building, you walk on regular ground. Those shoes are specifically made for waxed floors. And what happens is dirt and grease and rocks. They get all mixed up in the shoes' soles, and then they're no good. They're not useful to us anymore. So the shoes are going to be about $225.
Wait,
and then there's a $25 processing fee.
How much?
It's $225 for the shoes, and then there's a $25 processing
For bowling shoes?
Yes, bowling shoes are very specific type of shoes, and you can't be walking around on regular streets.
I took a look at my shoes, and there's nothing wrong with them. There's no scratches or anything. I can return it to you.
That's not the point. The point is you walked on regular asphalt. You walked out in the street, and so because of that, you put oil. Well, yes, the parking lot. It's made out of asphalt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't take those shoes back. That's just our policy. There's nothing I can do about it. Once you leave the premises with those shoes, they're basically your shoes.
Well, what about my shoes?
Well, your shoes we had to donate. We can't just sit there and keep everybody's shoes in a bunch of cuppy holders.
That's my property. What?
Well, not when you leave the building. You basically left us your shoes and bought our shoes.
You don't have the lost and found thing? You wouldn't just put it away to the side till someone was
No. If it was a jacket, yes. But I can't keep... I'm not running a shoe store. You understand what I'm saying? So once you leave with those shoes, they're tainted. We can't take them back. And I'm sorry, it's $225.
You don't clean the shoes? You guys don't clean
we
the
do
shoes
clean
every
them,
time people use it?
we do clean them, but we don't go walk through a parking lot and scuff them up and put a bunch of oil and grease and who knows what else is in there in the parking lot into the soles.
To the parking, from a car.
Well, I've been in the parking lot. Let me tell you something. It ain't pretty. So
there's nothing wrong with the shoes. There's no
I have
scratch,
lacquered,
no nothing.
laminated. That's why we don't let you wear street shoes in the first place. Look, $225 plus $25.
No.
Your shoes are long gone. I'm sorry about that.
I'm not paying for that. I have never heard of this before. Who did you donate my shoes to?
Well, frankly, I don't pay attention to that. I'm trying to run a bowling alley. And let me tell you something. I can't be running a shoe store where everybody just leaves with shoes and then tries to bring them back.
This is ridiculous. I am not paying that fee for bowling shoes.
You are paying
never going to even use again.
So, okay, $225 plus a $25
I'm not paying
Prospector
I'll just come over tomorrow and then I'll just return the shoes.
No, you're not returning the shoes. You're going to have to pay for the shoes and...
There's nothing wrong with them.
They're tainted. They're no good anymore. And when you took them off, did you spray any disinfectant in them?
No, why would I do that? It's just
great.
They're bowling shoes.
Why would we do it at all? Because they're probably funky now. I don't want your funky street shoes.
Look, I'm not arguing with you. This isn't a court. This is not a court. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to return the shoes.
I'm going to have the authorities here, and we'll see what happens then. Maybe they'll haul you out of jail.
For what? For bowling shoes that people probably have accidentally took off with them?
You know what? Everybody else paid because they're not cheap. So it's $225 and a $25 prospector fee.
That is ridiculous. No, I'm not going to pay for those shoes.
You're going to pay for them. In fact, you're paying for them even as we speak. You didn't realize it. Do you know why?
Why?
Because this is a Prospector prank call. It's not real.
Are you kidding me? I have never heard of that before.
I am not kidding.
Oh my gosh, I was about to...
Your friend Amber said we should call and mess with you because you took the shoes and you were really worried about getting into trouble.
Oh my God, you still have my shoes?
No, I think the bowling alley still has them. I'm not the bowling alley. I'm just a guy on the radio. I don't know.
Oh God.
There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
A Goodwill store in central Pennsylvania recently listed a single Lego piece for $15 online, but it ended up being worth a lot more than that. It's a rare gold mask made of actual 14-karat gold. Lego only made 30 of them. The store sold it on auction last month for just over $18,000. It's the most a single Lego piece has ever sold for.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
Learning with Vernon, get smarter every day. Learning with Vernon, you're sure to get an A. If you've got a question and Google just won't do, you just ask Vernon, you'll have an answer soon.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Caller, go ahead.
Hey, Vernon, what's Irish and stays out all night?
What?
Patty O Furniture.
I got one for you. What kind of music should you listen to on St. Patrick's Day?
Tell me.
Shamrock and roll.
Good one, Vernon.
You too. Have a great St. Patrick's Day. Don't drink and drool.
Learning with Vernon, you'll have an answer soon.
Northeast PA's Classic Rock, Rock 107. Good morning, I'm Prospector. Those words you hate, For some reason, it just sounds weird in your ear. It just doesn't feel right. You don't like it. You don't ever want to hear it again. That's what I want to know. Rock 107.
I hate smidgen. Just move it over a smidgen.
What if somebody says a smidge? Are you all right with that?
Yeah, but I wouldn't take it any further than that.
Let me know about the word you hate. 1-888-ROCK 107, 1-888-765-107, or open mic on the Rock 107 app. Some people just have things that they don't like, things that drive them crazy, things they hate. Good morning, I'm Rock 107's Prospector, and yeah, I trade in hate and anger sometimes, but I don't hate certain words. I might hate the meaning of words and the way people use them, but I don't hate the words itself. On the other hand, my wife hates the word nude. She doesn't like to say it. Her nose crinkles up. She just, I don't want to say it. I hate it. My friend Mike hates the word ointment. So I want to know what words you hate. Checking in with Jamie on Facebook.com/Angry Prospector. Says happenstance. I hate that word. I'm not even sure if it's really a word. I guess it is now. But yeah, okay, I'm with you. On to the Rock lines. What word do you hate, Rock 107?
How about okie dokie?
Don't like hearing okie dokie, huh?
No, it drives my husband crazy. He hates it.
Rock 107, checking in with Willie B. from Carbon County on the Rock lines. What words do you hate for whatever reason?
Depending on how the word's used, period. Like, the word, at the end of a sentence, it doesn't bother me, but it just sounds like feminine, like, you know what I mean?
So if you say period in any other context other than the meaning full stop, it's ungood for you.
Yeah, I ain't liking that.
He ain't liking that. That might speak to bigger issues beyond those words. I'm not sure. Jim says surreal, and Theron hates the word frankly. We're on to the Rock lines. What words do you hate, Rock 107?
Hi. I wanted to say that I hate the word squelch.
What word?
Squelch.
Squelch. Like SQU. Yes. Okay, squelch. Why?
Because it just sounds like a squishing noise, and it's just disgusting.
Okay.
Do you want to hear the word squelch? I certainly don't.
How about if I just squelch this whole conversation and we'll move on? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I'm here to squelch it for you. Don't worry. Jen, she hates the word slacks and pocketbook, and Sally says perhaps. We're on to the Rock lines. Jimmy in Dixon City, Rock 107.
Yeah, you're talking about the words you hate?
Yeah. What do you got?
That word. It's not allowed in my family. My 5 children are all grown, and they still will not say it in front of me.
So you don't like the word. You dislike
I don't like that word. My grandmother told me once that every time you say it, it weakens your heart.
My heart has to be incredibly weak then. I actually embrace it sometimes, but I get what you're saying. Hating other people may not be good for anybody. Paula says, you know what I hate? When someone texts back K instead of okay. Arrgh. Wow, that's a letter you hate.
Ladies and gentlemen, grab the kids, call your neighbors, and gather round the radio.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Jam Bag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
We uncover the most baffling, ridiculous, pathetic, cockeyed, laughable, preposterous blunders in the world of misdeeds. Nominee number 1.
This seems like the worst high ever. A 46-year-old guy in the United Kingdom did a bunch of drugs, cocaine, marijuana, alcohol, then decided he was going to get in his car and teach bad drivers a lesson. He went out onto a freeway and started deliberately crashing into cars. But not just anyone, bad drivers, ones he thought were driving recklessly. He was in a silver BMW 125, acting as an enforcer of good driving. He told police he was sick of people, quote, tailgating, lane hogging, and driving slow, end quote. Of course, he was not the pillar of safety himself. In addition to crashing into the other cars, he was driving like a lunatic at speeds of up to 130 miles per hour. Police say his rampage lasted about half an hour, and he crashed into 9 other vehicles before he was caught and arrested. Several victims were hospitalized, but thankfully, no one died.
Nominee number 2.
A man with stolen jewelry was headed to prison, but not in the way you're thinking. He was driving himself, and he broke in. Police in Michigan responded to an alarm after there was a break-in at the former Standish Correctional Facility, which closed in 2009. When they got there, they found a smashed glass door and later saw a 42-year-old man named Cody Bellamy walking out. He'd driven a 2015 Lexus to the prison, and when the cops looked inside, they found stolen jewelry, cash, burglary tools, and an unregistered firearm in the car. Cody was arrested and hit with 4 charges, including breaking and entering and possession of burglary tools. It's unclear what he was doing. He told police he was just walking around and taking a look, but cops didn't buy that. They did note there's nothing in the old prison and anything of value had been removed years ago.
And the winner is
the guy with the stolen stuff who broke into prison. It was an abandoned prison, so it's not even like you saved the authorities a trip there. You're the Yam Bag of the Day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yam Bag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yam Bag of the Week, Friday morning on Rock 107. It's from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app. A free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.